Hello everyone. Okay, so today I would like to record a short video about how to find the domain and range for the quadratic function and also the graph sketching. So we try to recall back quadratic function because this part we are involving finding range. It means y values starting with what number, ending with what number. So we must have a general form, which is it must be in terms of this. Okay, where you have the square form. So it means maybe we need to do the completing the square lah. Okay, from here we have to clear that. Okay, we have to clear one thing is the HK, it must be always is a turning point. Okay, it's a turning point. So the turning point, it can be maximum, it can be minimum. Everything is depends on the values of A. So if the A is greater than 0, so the turning point, it will become minimum point. Okay, because your graph is open upward. Or maybe you call it smiley face, but the proper one is open upward. So the other side is when the A is less than 0, it will be open downward. Therefore, the turning point will become maximum point. Okay, so you have to clear with it. So this is the first idea. Okay, and then from here, why we say that the turning point is very important? Because we have to use it to determine the range. Okay, so if this is a HK, it means that we're taking from the bottom, going up. So you will find that this one will give you the range. Okay, the range of the function is starting from K because it's a minimum point to infinity. But when it is a maximum point and the K values were telling you that you were stopping at K, so the range it will be negative infinity up to K. And for both, the domain is always real number. Okay, the domain is always real number. No matter which cases, the domain is always real number. So we have to clear with it. So now let us proceed to category. So we already get used to using category, right? So we use the first category where the A is greater than 0. Okay, the category 1, A is greater than 0. For the question A, you are given function fx equals to x minus 3 squared plus 4. For example, it means it's already in the perfect form. So from here, you must try to figure out the HK is equals to 3, 4. And the A values is equals to 1. So which is category greater than 0. So how we going to sketch a graph? So you can sketch a curve, go open upward. Label the turning point as a 3, 4. And try to finding where is the x and y. So x is 3, so here, so it's about here, 0, 0. So you have to draw a horizontal line and also the vertical line to represent the x and y. Okay, so from here you get to know that the domain, it will be real number and the range, it will be 4 to infinity. I already said that, right? We are taking the y value. This is 4. The 3 is just telling you the information, the axis of symmetry. So this is A. Okay, so we look at question B. What if the question didn't give you in terms of the perfect form? For example, they give you x squared minus 6x plus 9. So which is don't have the ax minus h squared. So we have to do completing the square. Okay, I hope you still remember how to do the completing the square. Copy down the constant only. So inside is coefficient of x divided by 2. So it's a negative 3. So here is x minus 3. So from here you found that it's a x minus 3 squared minus 9 plus 9. Coincident, there is no constant number. So you get that is x minus 3 squared. So again, we have to do the comparison from here. Right, you do the comparison with this a x minus h squared plus k. So what is the turning point hk? In this case, you get is a 3, 0 because outside is plus 0. Okay, so the graph, it will be open upward. Okay, this is a 3, 0. Okay, so the x will be here. Okay, it's around here lah. And then the intercept is 9. Okay, so this is a 3. And the y is a 0. So from here, the domain, I already said it. No matter how, the domain is always real number. But the range, you look at the y values, right? Okay, it will be 0 to infinity. Okay, so this is category 1. Okay, let us proceed to category 2. Category 2 is a case that when the a is less than 0. Right? But it's still the same. Okay, it's still the same using the same concept. Okay, for example, a, you are given, okay, fx equals to -2 x minus 4 squared minus 3. Okay, so the values -2, it will not influence the turning point. You're always reading the turning point by comparing a x minus h squared plus k. So it means from here, the hk values is 4, -3. The -2 just telling you that this graph is open downward. Right? So this one, the a is equals to -2, telling you that the graph is open downward. That's it. It won't influence the coordinate of the turning point. Okay, so now let us sketch a graph. Okay, just open downward. Label the turning point 4, -3. And remember, you have to figure out where is the x-axis and y-axis, no matter how. Okay, then you have done the graph sketching. Okay, there is a 0 here, turning point. So from here, what is the domain and range? So domain, I'm not going to mention more lah. Domain is always real number. Okay, and the range, you have to take a look right now because it's a maximum point. So the range, you look at the graph, you are starting with the arrow. So the range will be -infinity up to the turning point coordinate -3 included. Okay, so clear with it, Okay, so continue with the next question. Okay, the very interesting question, when it's not in a completing the square form, as usual, I told you, fx equals to maybe simply -x squared, okay, minus 2x, okay, minus 4, for example, okay, you're getting this, okay, maybe not nice, you can try to change the question, or maybe we can make it as -5, okay, we make it -5, okay. So we do the factorization. So negative is outside. So inside is x squared plus 2x plus 5. Okay. Negative, put it outside first. Okay. So then you just put it as a negative. So it means it's a -1 lah. Okay, it's a -1. Your a value is -1. So inside you do the completing the square. And the constant number is +5. So coefficient +2. Divided by 2, so it's a 1. X plus 1. So we still put the negative outside. So inside will be x plus 1 squared minus 1 plus 5. And do not forget to multiply in. Right? So this one will become negative x minus 1 squared. So from here, you already get that it's a +4, right? This one is a +4. But do not forget, we have to multiply in the negative. So it's become -4. So from here, again, comparing with the standard form, the general form. So what is the HK? So the HK here, it will be -1, -4. Okay, so the graph, you sketch the open downward because of the negative and label the turning point, maximum point as a -1, 4, -1, -4. So you must try to figure out where is a 0, 0. So x -1, so 0 will be here. So up a little bit here. Okay, a little bit here. Okay, then it will be down here. Okay, so label it x and y. So that's it. The graph is done. And the range it will be -infinity up to -4 inclusive. Okay, that's all for the quadratic function.